Well, we survived the night. I still think I heard a lot of noises last night, but we survived.
Barely
survived. We survived the ghost hotel. Okay, so we have a fun day planned for you. We're gonna go to Andre first, which David, explain what Andre is.
Andre's our wheat broker, okay? He deals with the farmers. He consolidates all the Kamut and he gets it to us.
We're gonna show you how this all happens.
It's fun.
You're gonna fall in love with Kamut even more.
Good behind the scenes, right?
Good behind the scenes. It's good. Let's go.
Love it. Let's do it. If this soil could talk, the stories it could tell, this is the Great Missouri River. This is where Lewis and Clark pulled out when they came to do their great Western adventure looking for the Pacific Ocean. They pulled out of the river here. They had to walk from this point. This is a big deal. This was the end of the line. And this made Fort Benton a very rough town. In fact, at one point during the history, the U.S. Marshal Service had to come in and surround this place because there were so many homicides, rapes. I mean, this was a hardcore frontier town. And I mean...
He's not gonna like all those things you're saying, are you?
Why?
You gotta just get to the point.
No, it's good.
How is that not getting to the point?
Lewis and Clark came here.
Yeah, they pulled out of the river and they found some natives, I guess.
They found Sacagawea.
I think.
Or married her, right?
I'm not sure.
They wanted
Something
her.
like that.
I wish I was Sacagawea.
She had overalls.
This is Shep.
Shep spent years greeting every train that came to Fort Benton.
Shep died.
He slipped on the tracks in front of a train.
What else is in Fort Benton? This is George. He grew up in Fort Benton.
He went to high school here.
And then he left.
For Hollywood, where he starred in 87 movies.
I think he's kind of hot. Well, there's only one place in town to really get breakfast, so let's go in here. It's so cute. I feel like it's a little French cafe. Look at these blue doors. Come on. It's the cutest thing ever. Come on. Let's go. Let's see what they got.
Let's go.
Ooh, a cinnamon roll. Ooh. Oh, they do have a Diet Coke. Just get it for me. And a breakfast cookie. Ooh.
Two cookies and roll the croissant sandwiches.
Yeah.
Two of them. And then a Diet Coke.
Yep. This is what gets me going in the morning.
This is what gets her out of bed. Let's be frank.
We gotta hurry, David. You can't keep going so slow. I mean, we have a lot to do today, so you're kind of going too slow.
Well, I'm moving as quick as I can.
I can't wait. Come follow me. Come follow me. It's gonna be fun. So after they pick up the Kamut from the farmers, from the fields, it all comes here into these silos. And then they fill up the train, and then the Kamut goes on the rail cars that goes down to our mill in Texas. That's right. So isn't that crazy? Starts from Montana, starts in the field, goes to here, then it goes to the train. I mean, this is a difficult, crazy process. It is. It's complicated. But that is storing all of our lovely Kamut. I just want to swim in it. Just want to get in it. Backstroke in it.
Don't step in that mud with your
I know.
Your boots there.
Yeah, these are expensive boots.
That was really close.
That was close. Ah! Get over here! I'm like, I knew you were here. How you doing? Here's Andre. Andre, introduce yourself. Tell him who you are and the whole thing.
Hi, I'm Andre Giles. I work with the Kamut farmers and sell product to the Food Nanny.
And he doesn't like the term broker.
I'm not a broker, I'm not a businessman. I'm an interface with the farmers and an organizer. We want to provide a stable system for farmers to receive the same basic prices year in and year out, where they're not subject to market fluctuations.
Oh, how are you?
Oh, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Oh, thanks for bringing the
Oh,
rain.
Bob's here. I call you Bobby.
Oh, you do? Well, my mother called me Bobby.
I love calling you Bobby. I think it's the cutest name alive. How long do we have with you?
How long do you need?
Well, just 10 minutes or
we got
whatever.
10 minutes.
Okay, this is the king. He's the king of Kamut on my phone. Tell him, Bob. Tell him your story really fast.
Oh my gosh, how long do we have?
I know. Just give it in a nutshell,
well,
Bob.
I wrote a book, you know.
I know. You have the best book.
Okay, the 30-second version.
Yes.
Okay, when I was about sophomore in high school. I went to the county fair, and this old man was passing out wheat, and he said, "Hey," he said, "Sonny, would you like some of King Tut's wheat?" I said, "Sure." And he poured this giant wheat in my hand, and that's the last I thought of it for about 10 years. And then I thought, wow, I wonder if this could make a corn nut snack.
Like the crackling that we,
That's right.
Yeah.
That was the first idea. And I asked my dad, I said, "Dad, see if we can find some of that old King Tut's wheat." And the corn nuts people said, "This is the best thing since sliced bread. We'll take 10,000 pounds. I said, "Well, I don't have 10,000 pounds. But if you give me a couple of years, we'll have everything you want." I said, "Dad, plant it all in the garden right now." And then in 3 years, we had about 50 pounds out of that little half pint. And then corn nuts wasn't interested anymore. So we put it on the shelf, and then we took it to the food show in Anaheim in '68. And thousands of people went by our booth. My dad was showing it to everybody, and one person walked by and said, "Oh, that's just what I'm looking for." And we went home and we planted all 50 pounds in '68, and we went up to a maximum of 100,000 acres from that in about 30 years.
Tell them how it started with the Italians, right?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Okay. So we didn't know what this grain was when we first started.
Right.
And my friend in California said, "Well, I got an idea." They took it to a pasta manufacturer.
Yeah.
And we found out it made terrific pasta.
Yeah.
And so it gave it to a lady who couldn't eat wheat, and she could eat it. And so that put us on a whole new trail of research. And we went to, I had a friend in Belgium, and he said, "We got to have this for our company in Belgium." And it was Lima, was the name of the company. And they started taking it to Belgium, and we went to Italy, and they said, "Oh, no, this will never sell here. It's too expensive. No one will buy it."
Yeah.
And so we didn't go to Italy. But guess what? They found it themselves in Germany, and they took it to Italy, and it just exploded in Italy because it's so close that we found out later it's a very close relative to durum, and the flavor and everything is just like they used to remember from pre-World War II, and it just exploded. It makes the best pasta in the world, and they make all kinds of breads. They make over 3,000 different products. At one point, it was 75% of everything we planted in the ground went to Italy.
Yeah, I know.
And
they said that that's the way that like their wheat used to taste right?
Yeah. The aromas when you cook with it and the flavor when you eat it is an indication of the high nutrition that's there.
So true.
And we have found from our research that polyphenols and all the things that are in food that make it taste good and smell good are really good for you. They're antioxidants, anti-inflammatory properties, and that's what we found. It's amazing, huh?
Oh, he became the king.
Yeah, well, I don't know about
Okay.
that, but no breeding. It was just a selection. It was just, like the Lord dropped it in our hands, really.
It's true.
It's a gift from the heaven.
Maybe we should go inside where it's not windy.
That all started with Andre.
Yeah, that
Whatever.
was, we met at dinner one
Yeah,
night.
we met
after
at
about
dinner and then became lovers. Just kidding.
Well, be careful with that.
I'm just kidding. Lovers of the
We
wheat.
became brothers and sisters. That's what we became.
I'm just teasing.
I know. But
Okay,
this is
so
going into the
we met
social
on-
media.
oh,
You
no.
you know.
So we met. Okay, so how do we say it?
In 1983, we started Montana Flour and Grains, and that
Right.
led from one thing to another. It led to organic, it led to ancient wheat, which is the Kamut brand.
Right.
And that became our main focus. And Andrew came to work for me, oh boy, probably 25 years ago or more. One day I said, "Andrew, would you like to buy this whole place? Because it's 50 miles from my farm. It's not very convenient." And Andrew is right here and doing a great job. And so he took over. He was the one, I think, that made the contact with you.
Yes, we found each other.
Okay.
After I started social media, we found each other.
Then one evening, I got a call and an invitation to dinner that Lizi was going to be hosting down here in Fort
I
Benton.
said, if I don't meet the king of Kamut, how can I be talking about Kamut literally every day of my life and not meet him? We're so grateful for him. We wouldn't have it today without him. Like,
Well, you've been
honestly,
such
I
a
could
good
cry
support.
about you.
Oh, what's that?
Well, it's just, come on. It's pretty amazing. The whole story. Yeah. And it's like the way that it's changing so many lives. I get stories every day from people.
Yeah.
I mean, like, truly, like, it's an amazing thing. You help bring it back to the world.
The first time a lady called me and with crying over the phone saying, "Thank you for growing this for my daughter because she's not able to eat anything else."
I get
was
that
just,
every day.
See, and that
Bob,
was-
don't you still to this day? I
Not
get
very
it.
often, but
Well, I do, Bob.
Well, because you're in the
Yeah.
headlines, and I'm back in Big Sandy. Yeah. We often get asked, "Well, tell us about Kamut, or tell us about your cooking and all your wonderful things you're doing."
Yeah.
Well, you can't do that in a soundbite, really. So we decided to write a book. I wrote mine. Lizi wrote hers.
Yeah,
And
look at this.
We didn't start out as authors.
He has the best book. This talks about all about the flour, and then this is about making all of it.
Yes.
Look, Bob.
Yes. Anyway, thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Bob's leaving. He's headed up to now Spokane, I guess.
Yeah, it's all day.
Okay.
We were
Trip.
lucky to get him.
We were so lucky to get you for a minute.
Yes.
We have wanted this on camera for so long, so thank you.
Because yesterday I was in Washington, D.C., and this afternoon I'll be in Spokane. So this
How
has
about that?
really worked out great.
I
Thanks
loved
for-
it. We got him. We got him for a minute. We'll
Thank
probably
you,
see him at
guys.
harvest time again.
Yes.
Yes.
We will.
There goes the legend, Bob. Love you, Bobby.